Welcome to Invoice for Business. This is a short video explaining all the functionalities of this particular website or app. And this app or website has been specifically created for Indian users. They can create GST compliant or non-GST invoices in just few seconds. So let us start the demo. I have already created an account, but the account creation is very easy. Let me show you the first steps here. Like as soon as you go there, you need to create an account, right? You need to add your password and email address and password, and then it will ask you to verify your email and verify your mobile number as usual in many other sites you might have seen. So I'll directly jump to the login option. But before going to the login, let me give you a brief idea about what this particular site helps you in. Like for example, you can choose your invoice templates. There are around 44 templates here that we have added, and we'll be adding more templates. And let me specifically say this system will always be free for any user that is on the site. So here is one template. Then you can choose this one. This is a very plain template. Or you want something very gaudy or colorful, then you can go with this type of templates. Like there are many other templates that are given here. Okay. So let me directly jump to the next step, that is login. Here I log in, and this is the dashboard that you see. Okay, the first thing that you would require is to create an invoice, right? So if I create a new invoice, it asks me if it is a GST tax invoice or this is just a bill of supply. Okay, so I say bill for supply at this point of time, or I say GST tax invoice because that is the main thing. I've already added customers here. You can add more customers from the customer option. You can just add the customers. You can tell the state because as soon as you select the state code is automatically added here. Or you can edit the present customers that you had already added. Okay, now if the customer doesn't have a GST-IN and after a few years or months he gets a new GST ID, you can add it here while editing. Okay, this is one thing. Another very important part while creating an invoice is about the items that you sell to the customer. For example, I have item 1 added here, like HCN. This is a fake HCN, so just a demo purpose. The default rate, GST rate, the GST rate on some items might change in future, so you can always change the rates here. And as soon as there is new GST rates, if announced by the government, the system will automatically add it and you don't have to worry about it. And you can also specify this is service sector or other thing, because HSN or SAC codes might change because of that. So I've already added 2 sample items, right? So now I'm going to create the first invoice here. Now, first invoice, it is a GST tax invoice example, and my customer is Chintu Saxena. Invoice date is 7 July, when I am, sorry, 2nd July. This is the American way. And you can also select the date for when the payment needs to be given. Now, here is a design that has already been added there by default. You can change it. You have to just click it or preview full design to change it. For example, I need this one, a green color design. So I click use this design and automatically this design settles fresh green. This is the default invoice, right? So again, GST tax invoice and Chintu Saxena invoice date. You can also change the invoice date from here. Okay, if you want the 3rd of July or 4th of this, you can just add it here. And the default invoice is there. Now item 1, they are already listed here. For example, if I put some other items, I can add them. New item 3 and HVN say 45C, quantity 10, rate is say 219, discount I'm not giving any discount, and GST rate is like 5. Okay, this is one thing. Add more item. You can also select from the download that you have already added. It will only show the items that you have added, not from any other users, and all the other details are filled automatically. Okay, you can add a note optional, which is an optional note for the customer. Please pay invoice on time, because this is very important in India. Suppose I give 100 rupees discount, shipping might cost me 40 rupees. Other charges, say packaging charges and other charges, I say 20 rupees. Okay, create invoice. Now, as soon as I create this invoice, the email was sent to the user. For example, this is the email that I have added for the user. So it will automatically be sent to the user. I can also share it on WhatsApp. Okay, I can click here and it will automatically go to the WhatsApp this thing, or I can I can just copy this here, and if the WhatsApp is loaded here, either it will ask me to open the app or it will continue on WhatsApp here, and it is going on my WhatsApp, and I can share this easily. We wanted to add a few more things for our customers here, uh, but so this is the WhatsApp. And here I have sent the invoice. When the customer opens the invoice, he can easily open the invoice. He doesn't have to be logged in for this, right? This is one thing. Then another very important thing is record payment. If the customer gives you the payment amount is like 2,531, the total invoice amount. This is the date. I can change the date from here. Did he give through UPI or bank or any other? For example, if I used UPI transaction number is something like this, something, and paid on time. So as soon as I create uh, the payment, I can also generate a receipt. So this is the receipt that I have, and I can send it directly to the user, right? Paid in full. Suppose I create an invoice here and the payment is not for example, this one is also record a payment. So the amount was 271. The customer has only paid 200 rupees. Uh, 71 rupees pending. For example, this is the thing I wrote. And here it is part payment. 271 was payment, balance due is 71. So this invoice is still not completed, right? Partially paid, clearly shows here. Now I say 71 rupees is pending. So when the user pays me 71, I update the record, and now it shows me the second receipt, that is paid in full, right? And here are all the receipts that have been saved here. This was the 71 rupees receipt, this was the 200 rupees receipt, and you can always see the receipt details here, right? And also the invoice details here, whichever invoice this was paid for, the all details are recorded here. So you can have it, or you can also download it with uh, by using the this thing, right? So this is the receipt that I had sent to the customer, and here are the options, right? Now coming to other things, like if you want to send quotations, you can add a new quotation. You can add a customer's name manually. For example, if there is a new customer, I say customer number 4, right? Just, and I'm not adding here. Email is customer4 at customer4.com. Phone 1234 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Address, you don't have to add the address, and item. For example, I am sending an item. See, I'd added one item. If you remember, while adding one item, I'd added one item, new item number 3. It is automatically added. You don't have to add this item separately, right? So this is the HNS and other things. Create a quotation. Now the quotation has been created. Even in quotation, you can select your other things like the design, I mean, and here is the quotation, right? And I can send the quotation to this email address or share it on WhatsApp. Okay. Now there are purchase orders. I can add new purchase order. Again, I can enter the customer manually or customer number 4. As you add new customers, right? Manually, they are automatically added into the customers list. So here is the customer number 4 and other details you can edit and add here. Okay, it's very easy to manage. Then delivery challans. Many a times you create delivery challans for your customers. This is one of the delivery challenge that I had created. These are all examples. These are not real things. Okay, so don't get confused about it. And then here are the designs. Again, I can select any design to be my this thing default design and everything. And here are the settings, like I can choose a logo here. I can add the GST, but now once I add the GST while creating my account, I need to add the correct GST. I cannot add false GST and then I can edit it. Then you'll have to create one new account. I'm sorry for that. But that is the way the security works. And these are the business name, these are the trade name, pin code, etc. Invoice setting. You can say, for example, if this is called Timbuktu, for example, now I can start my invoice with the name Tim or Timbuktu, whatever and I can add a footer note which will go with every invoice on this PDF. I can also bank name, account number, FC code, UPI ID, but this really doesn't help because the customer cannot directly pay you on this site. We are planning to come up with that feature, but at the moment the site is free, so we have to keep our expenses very low. And I promise you, this site will always be free. Okay. And you can also request to delete an account. You need to confirm your password, reason of leaving. This is mandatory. And I understand and disable my account. Now, this is very important to tell here in this video because once you delete an account, it doesn't mean that all your details, all your invoices have been just removed from the system, right? They will have to keep those invoices in case if there is any requirement in future by the government or any competent authority will have to provide those details. So we keep those invoices and your GST and other details intact with our system. But for you, it will be disabled. If you have to log in again, if you want the user account again, you want it back, you can just contact us on support at invoiceforbusiness.com and we'll see what we can do in that. We can reinstate your account. Okay, but as of now, this is the website. You can also download the app from our app store. The name is same, Invoice for Businesses, and you can easily download here. Thank you.